Well, a massive political crisis is unfolding in France. The Prime Minister of France, Francois Bayrou, he is set to resign. In fact, marking the collapse of the President Emmanuel Macron's government. Yet again, this is the fourth Prime Minister that Macron has lost in just 20 months and the second government collapse in less than a year. The entire turmoil, it raises serious questions about Macron's authority, his ability to govern with a fractured parliament, and the stability of France at a time of economic strain and far-right resurgence in the country. And my colleague Vishal Vivek joins us to get us more on this. Vishal, what exactly triggered this collapse and what happens next for France?
Well, it was the PM himself who had called for this confidence vote in which he wanted to pass this controversial bill which would have curtailed some of the rights of citizens and cut down on some of the public holidays. It was already an unpopular bill. Unexpectedly, the number of people who voted against the bill rose up to as much as 384, which is far above the limit required for the government to collapse. And as a result, it has collapsed. And it's not a surprise also because it's in the last 20 months, as you rightly mentioned, 4 times the government has collapsed. 4 PMs have been replaced. And now we'll have a 5th PM or no one really knows what will happen because French President Macron has his task cut out now because he will have to gauge through a minefield of politics at the moment because he won't have any options. If he replaces another PM, which would most likely be a centrist PM, that will be struck down by both sides, both right and left will probably reject that kind of candidate. So Macron is in a tight space at the moment. His chair is not at threat because he will rule until 2027. That's how the constitution of France is. But the PM's chair signifies that the government has been quite unsteady, and France is one of the biggest economies in the world, one of the richest countries in the world. But surprisingly, its economy has been under tremendous pressure in the recent past. It's actually the government bond that's issued. It's under tremendous pressure. It's under more pressure than the Greek or the Spanish bonds, which traditionally have been under pressure throughout. So all of that will have to be seen. Macron will have his task cut out. What will happen, only time will tell. But at this moment, French government is quite unsteady. The economy is unsteady. So the people will start raising questions now as to what the government will do because nobody seems to have a clear answers to these questions.